Without this one thing, your audience will tune out of listening to any presentation that you might give. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you the one thing that you want to make sure that you have whenever you're presenting to someone. So I want you to imagine for a moment that everybody has a bit of a radio station of attention. And in order for people to listen to you, in order for people to pay attention to you when you speak, you need to tune in to their radio station, to their radio station. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. But basically, I'm going to be sharing with you a little part of my power presentation format. And the one key that you must have if you want people to listen to you when you speak, to pay attention to what you have to say, to be engaged with what you are talking about. So, and you need this because it will help you to avoid having any embarrassing situation when you're speaking, and where people don't pay attention, people don't listen to you, people either get bored or people just pick up their phones while you're speaking. You don't want that. When you are able to tune into people's radio station, then you will capture people's attention. You'll get people interested in listening to you. And so one of the things I want you to realize is this is something that we do naturally anyway. When we want our kids to do something, we tell them, hey, listen, I need you to do something, and if you do it, you're going to get this, or something like that. We want we bargain, or we give our kids something in return. We let them know in advance that they are going to get something. When we're bargaining with somebody, we tell them, this is what you're going to get in return for something else. Or when you're convincing a good friend that you have, if you have a great friend, you want to convince them to go out, you're like, oh my God, you have to come out because you are going to love this place that we're going to go to, or whatever it is. But you tell them based on what they are going to get. So we do this naturally. Now, I want to tell you a story. I remember it very clearly when I was in Gulf Air. I was standing there one day, and I was nervous as hell, and I had just began speaking in front of the CEO. And this is when I couldn't speak. I was sweating. My voice was wavering. My stomach was churning, and I gave this great presentation with lots of facts, figures, whatever. And it was the opportunity of a lifetime, because the CEO wanted to hear where did I want to work as a manager, because I just completed my management training program, and I could request where I wanted to work. And so I was requesting where I wanted to work, and I was making this was the opportunity of a lifetime. This was an opportunity of a lifetime to request where I wanted to work. The challenge is I lost his interest really early on. First of all, I was really nervous in the way that I spoke, but then I was just speaking, and I noticed that I just didn't have his attention. He didn't pay attention to anything that I said. He brought his phone, and at the end, he didn't even hear what I had to say, and he just put me in a department like that he'd chosen. So I'd lost the interest of the CEO, and I'd messed up this opportunity of a lifetime. And afterwards, I went to a guy called Adam. He was a guy high up in the company. He liked me, and he said, Munir, let me give you a bit of advice. You came today and you spoke to the CEO, and yes, you did what you were supposed to do. You were requesting what you wanted. But the problem is that your presentation was all me, me, me. He said, what are you saying to the CEO? What are you saying? Why should he have listened to you? What is in it for him? What benefits did you show that he would get if he did listen to you, right, number one, but also if he did what you asked him to do. If you don't speak to the language of the person that's listening to you, then they're not going to pay attention. They're not there. They'll feel like it's not for them. So what are you going to say that makes it relevant to that person? So, and then he said, the words I'll never forget, you have to tune into a person's favorite radio station, WIIFM. So what's WIIFM? What's in it for me? That's a person's favorite radio station. When you tell a person what's in it for them, so if you're speaking to an audience and you say, okay, when you listen to me, this is what you're going to get, then they know, oh, okay, that's why I should listen. But also when you think of it that way, you're always keeping your audience in mind. What is in it for your audience? Why should they listen to you? That's the only thing they care about. What's in it for me? That's their favorite radio station. So as soon as you let them know that you're tuned into their favorite radio station, then they're more likely to listen to you. So upfront, so what's the framework? Upfront, you need to say something like, here's why you should listen, or here's why this is important, or this is what this is going to do for you today. Okay, so upfront, why should they listen to you, right? And not because I said so, but that's you just want to say upfront, right at the beginning of the presentation, why should you listen to me? And then throughout the presentation, you want to use these you-focused words, just like I did right there. Throughout the presentation, you might want to use you-focused keywords. You might want to do this. I'm always saying words like you. I'm talking to you. And so by speaking to you, I'm making it more relevant to you and your benefits versus I did this, me. People don't care about me. When you start to use you-focused words during your presentation, it allows people to tune in and keep listening to you because they're like, oh, okay, cool. This is about me. This is going to benefit me. So use you-focused keywords. And throughout the presentation, you might want to ask mini questions, because every time you ask mini questions, like, have you ever experienced that before? Or do you know what I mean? Or so does this sound familiar? Now, you don't even need to get an answer from people, but if you're asking little questions, you're engaging them, their mind, you're engaging their unconscious by letting them know you're speaking to them and not at them. They realize that you're speaking to somebody versus at somebody. So using mini questions, if you can ask a you-focused question, that's even better. And just throughout how you will benefit. So as you see right now, like I keep talking about, like when you use you-focused keywords, you'll get people to pay attention. You will get people to pay attention. When you say how you will benefit throughout the presentation, your audience keeps being engaged. Okay, so just then I did it there. That's how you will benefit. So keep saying how you will benefit throughout the presentation, and then you will truly keep people's interest and maintain that. So that's the what's in it for me framework. So remember the phrase of the day. Remember what is in it for me, and a raise in retention you'll see. Remember what is in it for me, and a raise in your retention you will see. So I want to thank you very much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoy the content. Share it with somebody that does a presentation. Hopefully they will find it useful. If you have not, please do subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Munir. And I will see you on another video very, very soon. Peace out, one love, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Bye for now.